I was working for a studio, Robert Scott's studio in New York. It was on Madison Avenue. He did photographs for a lot of illustrators of that time, many. Among the illustrators, suddenly Norman Rockwell phoned and was asking for various props and locations and a time to come in. And I was overwhelmed. It was Norman Rockwell. I was such a fan of his. I still am. He would make the request and then he'd come in and would have everything ready. The photographs would be taken, and then he would disappear the next day. And then maybe 2 weeks later, I'd see a cover, and there I'd be. It would be so exciting, I cannot tell you. I was thrilled the first time it happened. I just walked around with the magazine under my arm all the time. I think he thought, since I was going to be an actress, that I would take direction very easily. I mean, and his directions were very straightforward. He knew what he wanted, which is so, anyone's dream. You don't have to say, how about this? No, what about this? Nothing like that. He just knew. He had an image before he would come in, which made everything simple, much more simplified. And if you gave him more or something else, he'd giggle or laugh or like do his little quiet laugh and so on. So you knew you were pleasing him, maybe only entertaining him, maybe not adding to what he needed, but it didn't matter. It was a wonderful kind of rapport. He called up and he said, okay, I need a dark building that represents establishment in New York City, and I need you to look really kind of pert, with something, you're young and no sleeves, okay? And then it's some boy in a white sailor outfit. Because I had all the model books in front of me, and I knew all the model agencies and so on. He put his own people in the windows, and he was actually crossing the street himself. It was like that. And I said, I have a red dress, he's fine. He trusted everything. I mean, he just knew that I would get something. For each of them, I mean, it was really simple. I mean, the flirting with a sailor, that was simple, It's all body language, especially when it's a full length like that. It was important. And the Easter one was the head up, you were saintly, and there was the devil sitting there with his cigarettes reading the paper when he should be going to church. It was just that kind of wonderful kind of direction that was almost a non-direction, but you sort of knew what he was after because you could see, what was going on in the picture, and you went, oh my Lord, oh I see, oh. And if you didn't, he would be very happy to tell you. I mean, it's the beginning of the 60s, the beginning of that. And I think he was aware that the whole kind of climate, the art world, music, certainly, and the situation in the world with the Vietnam War and youth kind of coming up from, just welling up from nowhere, where they had been invisible up until that time. And suddenly they were coming forward. And civil rights, I mean, he was right there for that time.